Tuesday. This is the Libra reading for the remainder of July 2026. I'm using the vice versa tarot right now, but I also have both tarot out, so we'll see which we end up using the whole time. But for reason one, this is for Libra. This is Libra's side of the fence, side of the street. Show me Libra. Two of Cups, King of Wands, the Hermit, Knight of Cups, okay, and the Four of Wands. Foundational energy is the Six of Wands. All right, so Libra, you've got the Six of Wands here currently in your foundational energy. That's what I look at as the bottom of the deck, like the foundation of what's going on here. So Six of Wands. So you've been going through a 40 days in the wilderness experience, right? You've been out kind of trying to figure things out. You've probably been disconnected from certain people, certain experiences, certain things that you normally wouldn't be disconnected from. And you've been going through a period of time where you were sort of doing some inner turmoil and battle. Now you're returning to yourself. You're returning home. You're returning to that connections and that connection and those connections that are familiar to you, that feel like home, that feel like they are a part of your divine path, your destined path. This is a beautiful thing. This is also someone who is feeling very passionate and self-assured about what it is they want and what it is they're supposed to go after. So I love that this is in your foundational energy, Libra. First card that came out is the Two of Cups. This is a soul connection, usually romantic in nature, definitely very emotional and deep, and it's someone that sees you the way you see them. You can look into each other's eyes and see into each other's soul. That's powerful. It also, with that bright star in the sky overlooking this connection, it's something that feels not just super connected and intertwined as part of your life path, but it feels like there's a divine nature to it. Like God, a higher power, is watching over this connection and very much involved in the way that this is going to, the outcome of this connection. I love that this came out. What came out next is the King of Wands. Okay, so you may be, Libra is an air sign, Wands is fire. So very much possibility that you are dealing with someone who is either a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Those are the fire signs. Or at least has Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in their four main placements. I consider the four main placements to be the Sun, Moon, the rising of the Venus. Because this is a love reading, I would say it's most likely that it's in one of those places, or more than one of those four places, like Sun and Moon, or Sun and Venus. Venus is where we love. That's how we love. So they may, because this is a love reading and they're coming in fire, strong fire, King of Wands, it could be that their Venus is in Leo. My Venus is in Leo, so I can definitely relate to that energy, and it feels strong here. There is Virgo energy as well with the Hermit, but the Hermit here is saying that, to me, that this connection is something that for both of you has been sort of like a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. It's been something that's guided you, that's helped you to sort of know. It's been like a touchstone, right? A touchstone relationship. Now, there's definitely been some struggle here. Most of the struggle doesn't feel like conflict so much as just distance, as separation, right? Being sort of pulled or torn apart by circumstances that are outside of your control. But it feels with this foundational energy of the Six of Wands like that's ending. You're coming toward each other, moving toward each other. That sounds strange. You're moving toward each other, and you're moving back into a much more fulfilling, connected feeling. Got the Four of Wands here confirming that. This Four of Wands on this side is considered a reverse Four of Wands, but it's more about the past. A full circle moment, things coming back together. The Knight of Cups here. So there's Virgo, fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And with the Knight of Cups, there's water, which is Pisces, Scorpio, and not Aquarius. Aquarius is the water bearer. Sorry guys, I haven't been doing readings for a long time. Pisces, Scorpio, and what is the other water sign? Why am I forgetting? Oh, Cancer. Duh. Cancer, sorry. I'm having a moment. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Those are the water energies that could be represented by this. I don't feel like it's really about a sign in this card. This is more about the fact that there is someone returning, a masculine energy returning to your life with emotion, right? An emotional return. Everything in this pull feels emotional, right? You do have the world card here also in the reverse. So this is about a balance, yes, and a coming to fruition, a conclusion, a wrapping up of a cycle so that a new cycle can begin, but it's connected to the past. Everything, there's a lot of past energy here, and the past coming into fruition in full circle so that you can move toward the future. I like it. It feels good. Again, I don't feel a lot of conflict. What I do feel is some separation, distance, a feeling of that. This is coming out of that sadness though and moving toward a lot of happiness. This feels constant, right? This Two of Cups feels very constant in this connection, whether you've had separation and distance or not. So that's good. I'm going to look at their side and see what we get for that as well. Yeah, I feel really that there's a real hopefulness here. That sort of feeling like anything and everything is possible, and I like that. That to me is where you want the energy you want to be in, right? Staying in that kind of vortex of abundance, which allows you to manifest the things your heart truly desires, being most connected to your higher power. You know, it's interesting because when we're almost defeated and broken down, that allows us to reach out and connect to a higher power, a power greater than ourselves, right? And that's such a beautiful thing. However, what that should also allow you to do is to learn how, in staying connected to your higher power, to stay in, start to operate in a higher vibration, a vibration of abundance, which allows you to help co-create with your higher power and manifest the life and the things in life that your heart truly desires. The desires of your heart are going to be things that are good for you, right? Things that are fruitful to your existence and your path. Okay, you do have this is the soulmate of Libra. Soulmate's coming in with the Knight of Wands. So again, a lot of fire energy, passion. They're coming from this Tower card. So they're moving away from something that felt like death and destruction, right? That felt like just a complete loss. And they're also moving away from a feeling of that loss. That Four of Cups here where they're all turned over and it feels like they missed the boat. This is someone who feels like they missed out on something. Strong Aries, strong Sagittarius, and strong Leo energy, and all three are represented by this card, and they all three come through strong. So this person has that firmly in their top four placements, and they're coming in very much powerfully and passionately after feeling like something was completely devastating and ruined. Okay, this is great. Now, having said that, they were feeling left, not, this is left out in the cold, this is left in the cold. So they were feeling left in the cold, which means they may have been the reason that this didn't work out. They may have pushed someone away, Libra. They may have pushed you away, but that's a regret they have, and now they're moving toward this, right? They want to offer some kind of apology. They want to make things right. Page of Pentacles here. And they also want to communicate some really powerful feelings and ideas about the future with you. This is really, really coming in strong. In their foundational energy, they have the world front and center. Okay, so to me, this is saying that there's this part, this thing, this spark. They also have the Page of Wands with on the side where the phoenix is rising from the ashes. The past is coming alive again. So they have this world card here in the foundation, which is saying what's bringing this completion is their coming back to life and being passionately reawakened to the idea that maybe they didn't blow it. Maybe this wasn't all ruined and just death and destruction and desolation. Maybe there was a chance that this could be brought back to life, right? And that's why you've got the phoenix rising from the ashes, the strong and fast communication coming in, and then riding in on the Knight of Wands. All of this is to say that whatever happened, whatever caused the separation, they feel on their side that they were the one that made that decision or were somehow responsible for it. And again, I don't feel there's not a lot of conflict in any of these cards. There is separation and a desire to end that separation and to communicate and to come in strong with this fiery passion. Now, a lot of people think of the Knight of Wands as hot and cold, up and down. And that sometimes is the case. I get that feeling, but I get a different feeling every time I look at a card. And in this case, it feels this doesn't feel wishy-washy. This energy feels very, very focused, very determined. That's the word, determined. This energy is determined to come in and make big changes right away. So that's what you have to look for the remaining days in July, and I'm going to be putting up August soon. Libra. I always start with Libra, and we're going to do all of the signs today and tomorrow. So hope this resonated for you guys, Libras. If you would like to get a private reading, you can email me at rayoflighttarot@gmail.com. The email is in the description of this video. Take care, guys. Namaste.